Hey, what is up, guys? And I have another video for you today, except this is not video gaming. We are going to go to Free Bitcoin. This is freebitco.in, Free Bitcoin. And a lot of people have videos on this website. Some say it's amazing and it works. Some say it's a scam, and some say you'll eventually always lose. Like that's just the way it works. It's how it's built. Evidently, there's a lot of negativity about this site. This site, for me, has always paid me. I've never had an issue with it paying me. Yes, I've lost some, but I've won more than I've lost, and that's why I'm making this video for you guys today. I'm going to show you how to play this properly, the right method. I think it's called the martingale, where you just constantly bid above yourself, double. I mean, it's kind of a variation of that, but in this video, I just look at here's my Bitcoin right now. That's how much Bitcoin I have on this site, and I'm going to show you how much I've actually won because you can do that in the stats. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But before we get to that, I'm going to show you my method. So here, before I do my free roll, right? I always do my free roll at the end. A lot of people come here and they click on it immediately. That's what they do. I don't do that. I go to multiply BTC because that's what this is what you play. I never do auto bet. Never do auto bet. Everyone complains like, oh, I did auto bet and I had 26 losses in a row. Well, of course you did. The system's not set up so that you can always win. Like if that, they would just be bankrupt. This website would not exist. But so what I do is depending on the amount of Bitcoin you have, whatever you're comfortable with. I used to start at like 1,000. Sorry, I'm just moving papers and stuff. I'm sure that's helpful. I used to start at like 1,000 Satoshi, right? And I'd hit bet high. And if that didn't work, I would double it. Again, martingale style. That doesn't work, so I'd double it again. And then I win. They say you have a little less than a 50% chance every roll to win, which is why people will complain when they get 26 losses in a row. They're like, well, that's not a 50% chance. They've never studied statistics. It can happen. You could flip a quarter 100 times and it always land on tails. The probability of it happening, not so much. But when you're playing with a pre-programmed system that's programmed in to hit a percentage every single time, right? You're only supposed to win 47.5% of the time. That means that there's 2.5% where this website is taking your money. Now, with that being said, this is where I wouldn't even continue betting on this session, right? I would go to my free Bitcoin, I'd hit my roll. All right, I won. I had 2 losses and 1 win. That's like a 33% win percentage right now. And that's kind of how I do it. It's based on how, like, you say the numbers work out, they do. So I would wait an hour usually, but I would also be bidding more than, or I'd be betting more than 1,000 Satoshi because I've got enough. Usually I come in here and I go to multiply and I'll put in 10,000, right? 10,000. I'll hit bet high and I'll lose. Then I'll hit bet low and I'll lose and I'll switch it up and I'll just do this. You have to have the bankroll for it, right? See there, I won. That time I went through, I think 3 losses before I saw a win. So that's only a 25% chance of winning. So I had a 33% the first time and 25% this time. And if once I've won, right, and I've added more up here, that's when I'll click out of the site and I'll leave. Okay. My internet browsers are like it's set up so that I can still go back to the site and has my login information and everything, but it's not set up to cache it so that this can, because the way this works, which I've studied it, they do it off a server seed. There's like client seed, server seed, and something else. Like when you go to like this game is provably fair, right? Yeah, there's server seed, nonce, and they start talking about the hat. Like when the way this is determined is there's a server one and there's a client one and then the nonce. And you can read all this all you want. But from what I've realized is they track each profile. Here's my stats. Okay, this is the website stats, right? I'm gonna go to my personal stats. Okay, this is how many free rolls I've played. This is my free roll winnings, right? Just off of my free rolls, I've gotten 300,000 Satoshi from this website. Here's my multiply BTC rolls played. Okay, here's what I've won from multiply BTC. That's almost 5 million Satoshi, or 0.05 BTC. If I was in the negative, it would show me that. It would say that you've lost this much, right? I haven't. This is how much I've won. I've been doing this method for a while now, but most people, they get carried away. They want to win as much as they want to win it all day one, right? That doesn't work that way. I'll come in here and I'll clear out 100, 200, maybe sometimes if I'm lucky, 300,000 Satoshi a day, right? I mean, that's a lot to me. It may not seem like a lot to you, but that sure adds up quickly, right? I mean, I've got to the point where I've got 5 million of them, and that number just keeps going up every single time. And I never play this. This is for suckers. Don't ever do this bonus. Look at my bonus. I've got so much in there. I've got 600,000 Satoshi's worth of bonus that I could play for. Don't do it. Don't do it. With that being said, it tracks every single roll. Okay. So if you get 4 in a row that you win, you need to expect to get 5 that you're going to lose in a row. Because remember, it's programmed to make you lose more than you win. Now, with that being said, I lost twice here and I won once, right? And that was my free roll. And then I lost 3 times and I won once. So when I come back in, I'm probably going to be betting 10,000 or 20,000 just to start out, right? Just because when I go back in there, because of the way the numbers work themselves out, I've got a much higher probability of winning sooner. Like, actually I did a typo today. I want to show you my stats. Where are they? I guess it's over here. I came in here this morning and I typed in 20,000 right there. But it wasn't 20,000. I was betting 200,000, 400,000, 800,000 instead of 20, 40, 80. It's a typo, but I won. I lost 3 and I won 1. And then I typed it in again, not realizing that I was still doing that much, and I lost it, and then I won. And then I went back down to like 500 and stuff. But again, I can go back in here and I'd say, okay, so I've lost oh so many, so I'm gonna do 20,000. Again, always double check because it was my bad. I was betting a lot, so I'm gonna hit bet high. So I lost, bet low, and I lost, and I lost, and I won. So again, 3 losses right here, and 1 1. Like that's such again 25% chance of winning. But these are losses that are stacking up, as I would say, in my favor. So I'll come back. I'm pushing it right here. I usually wait. I've done this all in 4 minutes just to make this video, but I usually wait like an hour until I get my free roll again. I'll be busy working or whatever, playing a video game. I'll come back and I'll get back into here. This timer will be up, but before I do it, I'll come in here, I'll type in my bet. I'm gonna just go ahead and do 10,000. I'm sure I'm gonna win first roll. Nope. They still want me to lose, which I'm perfectly okay with racking up losses. So again, 3 losses, 1 1, but I still won. I'm not gonna sit here and do this on auto bet all day. You will lose. Every time I've ever lost money on this site was doing that. So look, now I've got this much. Every single time I've ever lost was auto bet and just letting it run, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna be rich. No, you're gonna be broke. But yeah, seriously, guys, patience and don't get carried away. Don't just keep sitting in here and closing it and opening it, expecting that the system's not gonna. I'm serious. Like just wait an hour. Wait till you get your free roll again. Wait till that timer's up. Because again, their system tracks everything. It's gonna track. It tracks all your personal stats. It tracks the entire website's stats, right? But mainly the personal stats. It can tell me how much I've won. It can tell me how much commission I've earned. Like here's my total deposits, right? I've lost, remember, I've lost before. I'm still on the same account, but now I'm up that much. So here's my total payouts. Like this, they've actually paid me out this amount, right? And I've put more in, but again, this is just people sending me money so I can play with it. And if I win, I win. I give it back to them. If not, oh well. But so far, I've been doing good. But yeah, I clear out 100, 200,000 Satoshi every day doing this method, only betting, if you don't have this much, it's okay. If you only have like 100,000, then start with that and bet up from 1,000 and higher.